All righty. Who's ready? Yes, come up on Elena.
Yes.
All right, before we even go on the record, has she refunded all the money?
To my understanding, yes, Judge.
State, has she refunded all the money?
Based on the receipts we have, Judge, it does reflect that.
All right, so there's no outstanding funds that are due.
None that I'm aware of, Judge.
Okay. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 005594 State versus Elena Marino. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Frederick K. Hicks for the defense.
And are you Miss Sanchez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea. You're going open to the court. The charge is theft of property, $30,000 to $150,000 dollars. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. You entered a plea of guilty on December 9th. And it was reset for PSI and for you to provide restitution. So counsel, has all restitution been paid?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Any objections to the PSI report, state or defense?
None, Your Honor.
None from the state, Your Honor.
Any objections to the court reviewing the PSI report?
No.
None, Your Honor.
All right, state, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Judge, we have a few.
All right, you may proceed.
State calls Norma Cifuentes.
All right. And if you have your counsel, counsel, you can remain here, but if your client will step there. Off the record for a moment, Mr. Cox. And 3 things at one time.
Multitask.
Thank you. All right, state, you're calling your witness?
Yes, Judge. Hello, Miss Cifuentes.
Oh, I haven't sworn her in or anything. All right.
Ask you, is case set still up to,
Sure.
film? Case set, sir, you're allowed to film. No notice.
All right.
I didn't wear the right clothes.
Hmm?
I'm just kidding. I said I didn't wear the right clothes.
Oh, no, you're dressed beautifully.
Thank you.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. You can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up because the court reporter needs to hear.
Okay.
Cindy, the microphone that's on your computer, is that close enough for her or do you want her to wear
You
one?
can wear that for me. Just put on the.
And it's for the court reporter to hear.
Thank you.
All right. If you'll state your name for the record, please.
Yes, my name is Norm.
You found Angelic Monuments.
I found Angelica's Monuments through a referral from another victim of crime who did not proceed in pushing it further. And that's how I was recommended to go to her and because she did her mom's monument and all that. And so that's why I went over there.
I'm sorry, you said she did them how?
She referred me to Angelic Monuments.
Okay.
Mhm. That's how I found out about this.
Okay, and then can you please tell the court why you sought out Miss Marino Sanchez's business?
Because I thought it would, they did a good, she did a good package deal for her and recommended all this and did that for her. And nothing like that came out of that for me.
Okay, so your stone was never delivered, is that correct?
My stone was never delivered. What was delivered by Miss Moreno was pain, agony, torture for me, my family, and the loss of my husband. We have suffered quite a bit. And she has put us through nothing but hell till now. And I want closure on this. I can't seem to go on because I have this over me. My kids are drained by the loss of their father already. And it pains me because I know that if I would have done that to her, she would probably see me, you know, on death row. I don't know. But all I know is that I want justice to be taken care of. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying she's perfect. No one's perfect, but I am saying this. She does not deserve probation. She is not going to free me of my pain, what we have gone through, the trauma. I think I'm going to face her if it's okay if I may. I would like to let her know how I feel, the kind of character I have portrayed about her. She is malicious, vicious. She's a disgrace to the human race. I know that I could not live with myself. I don't know how she's lived with herself right now, having all of this, hurting people. They've already lost a loved one, but to come and no shame and just to do this to not one, but many, and still there's many out there, I believe. And now I understand she's working for another funeral home. And I honestly want to say is that going to happen to them? Will she do that to them? And they have good reviews. And here again, what can I say? Is this going to continue? But I know that the pain that I've lived with, my kids have lived, I'm only here, Your Honor, for respect of my lost one. I was married to my husband 43 years, and I lost him. I didn't expect this. I lost a lot of money. But her lies was one lie after another. Her promises are not, she's not credible. She's not honest. She is just no good.
Okay, Ms. Cifuentes, now I want to ask you one final question.
Yes, ma'am.
What would be justice in this case for you?
Justice in this case is she needs to go serve her time. I'm not the judge, Your Honor. I know you're the judge, but the bigger judge is up there. And I know that we all are gonna go and meet before him. I believe in that. I was raised in that. But I know that she needs to serve her time to realize that she didn't only hurt me and my family, but many others. And she's caused nothing but pain and torture for my life, my kids' lives, and everyone else's life. So can you imagine what she would do and continue to do? Because it didn't pain her, because she bought a house, she bought a truck, she did all of this and made her look good. While we're over here and believe that this woman was gonna keep her promise and give us what we paid for. And that never happened.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Defense?
Ms. Fuentes, just one brief question. Did you receive any restitution this last go around?
I did, and I remember your words. You said, well, that's a good Christmas gift, came just in time. That was very painful for me, a lawyer, to say that. That was not very nice.
Oh,
And I'm just letting you know that I know that you represent, you want her, but you're not representing me. But I am gonna tell you this, I did receive it, but I never received my stone. The one I designed for my husband, the one that she promised to give to me and in him. I don't know how you can represent someone like that, but then that's part of your job.
I have no further questions.
All right, any other questions?
No further questions from the state, Your Honor.
All right, I'll tell you this. I've been a defense attorney before, and a defense attorney's job is to zealously represent their client. And I would always tell people, because people would ask me sometimes, I can't believe you're representing this person. And my thing is, we have a US Constitution, and everybody deserves to have an attorney if they want one, okay? But thank you so much for coming down. I just have a couple of questions. Any objections?
No.
No objection.
All right, so number one, have you received a stone?
Yes, we went again through more expense.
Mhm.
My kids and I, we needed a stone for my husband and their father. And we did.
All right, and then my other question, and if anyone has an objection to this question I'm about to ask, you can object to it and I'll withdraw the question. My other question is, when you spoke to Ms. Sanchez and asking her, where is the stone? What was the response to that?
The material was not on hand. My company had run out of material, seeking the material for the headstone. That's what she was doing. We spoke very minimal because she was a hard person to get a hold of.
All right. And so, did Ms. Sanchez ever tell you you were not going to receive the stone, or there were?
She was seeking another company to receive, to have the material to be able to do the stone. And then at one point, she had said that she was, they were working on it, and it was like, well, which one is it? And me, as gullible as I was, I didn't think about it, and then.
And
all
if you
this
can,
happened.
and if you can recall,
Mhm.
from the time you paid for the stone, what was the lapse of time between your paying for the stone and your getting authorities involved?
I paid the stone immediately when we did the contract.
Mhm.
So that was good. That was upfront. And then we just came back the next day to pay the second part of it, but that was it. So from that moving forward, it took this long to get the stone from
No,
her.
no, I mean, how long did you give Ms. Sanchez, or were working with Ms. Sanchez on obtaining the stone
But she said that
before
she would-
you called
Yes,
authorities?
She said it would be about a year, and then 15 months, and it just kept going and nothing. And it wasn't until somebody stepped forward and said about this, the thing, and my kids were like, "Mom, go seek something, go find out." So I did. I went to precinct 1, Fair County, and filed a report.
All right, thank you so much. Any further questions?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing.
All right, thank you. If you'll leave the microphone behind. Thank you. All right, state, call your next witness.
State calls Alexandra Valverde.
What was the name?
Alexandra Valverde.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, if you could take the square microphone, it's for the court reporter to hear. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
my name is Alexandra Valverde.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Valverde, can you please tell the court how you learned of Miss Moreno's business?
Through Facebook.
Approximately when did you enter into a contract agreement with her?
I cannot remember the exact date. It was a July. I can't remember the year.
Between the time that you entered that contract agreement and the first court setting, I guess, did you ever learn why Miss Moreno hadn't delivered your stone?
No, she would always just say that it was in works and COVID, everything was back ordered.
So you mentioned COVID, right? Approximately when did that occur?
COVID,
Yes,
2020.
okay, and it lasted for a little bit. Is that
Yes.
fair? Okay, so you engaged with her for services sometime after the pandemic had begun, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Have you received a stone for your loved one?
I have not.
Why is that?
I am too nervous that it's gonna happen again, basically. I'm scared that it's gonna, like, the same thing that happened, I'm gonna get scammed.
How has this affected you and your loved one since entering this process with Miss Moreno?
It's been tough because we're expecting to have the new stone of mom and dad, and it's not there. So it's always a reminder when we go visit them that we just got bamboozled, like played in our face.
And Ms. Valverde, what is justice for you in this case?
For her to do time.
Is there anything else you'd like this court to know?
I'm really nervous, sorry.
No problem.
No, that's it.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Defense.
Ms. Valverde, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna ask you the same question I asked Ms. Fuentes. Did you receive any restitution in this matter?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Pass the witness.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, call your next witness.
State calls Elena Marino.
What you witnessed in that courtroom today was not just a sentencing hearing, it was a reckoning. Elena Marino Sanchez ran a monument business that was supposed to give grieving families one final act of love for the people they had lost. A headstone, a name carved in stone, a place to go and remember. Instead, she took their money, made promises she never kept, and left them visiting graves with nothing to mark them. Not for weeks, not for months, for years. What made this case extraordinary was not just the crime. It was what happened when she took the stand. She apologized. She showed remorse. She explained a domestic violence situation, delayed deliveries, a business pushed to the brink. And then, when the judge asked her directly whether she was telling the court she had not committed a theft, the very crime she had already pled guilty to, she essentially said she had not. The judge caught it immediately, and so did everyone watching. The prosecutor put it plainly in closing argument. She didn't make these victims whole until this court ordered her to, and then, within 6 months, $51,000 appeared. That money was owed the entire time. The PSI report described her as being in a pre-contemplation stage, resistant to taking personal responsibility, prone to blaming external forces. Her own words to the PSI officer made it worse. Community supervision, she said, would help keep her out of prison. The judge sentenced her to 6 years in the Texas prison system, barred her from working in the funeral industry, home health care, or with minors, and noted that full restitution had been paid. 16 families came forward. The court believes there are more. For the people in that courtroom who buried their loved ones and kept returning to a grave with no stone, may they finally find some peace. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns. Because justice never gets old.